So this is a variation. I don't usually do this. This is a very quick and simple video. I thought this might be kind of fun. This is a video showing you what I just got in the mail. This isn't a coming soon video like I usually do. I'm not necessarily promoting this stuff, although I'd be happy to promote Vinegar Syndrome because they're pretty great. I have friends who work there, but this is just Vinegar Syndrome had a sale. So I don't buy a lot of physical media because, as you may see on this YouTube channel, I get a steady, ridiculous stream of Blu-rays and DVDs sent to me from various companies to review, and all my free time viewing at home is trying to get through the review disc pile in a timely manner. But once in a while, somebody will have a sale, and the prices are just so good that I can't stand to not, buy them. So I did. So pardon my back for a second. So Vinegar Syndrome had a sale. And I try to, and just understand this about me. I'm cheap because I have so much to watch and I get so much for free that I don't want to pay a lot for anything. So I tend to wait until things are on sale and then I buy a lot of them. I buy too much. So here's what I bought over the course of a week when Vinegar Syndrome was having a sale, and most of their discs were ridiculously low priced, like $10 or $15. So I've not seen most of these, so and I'm not going to show you the inside. I'm just going to show you what I bought, and this is for nothing other than my purposes of having a dialogue about Vinegar Syndrome and how cool they are. So we have The Iceman Cometh. This is a Hong Kong action film that I have never seen, but I've heard about forever. Really cool slipcase. The Vinegar Syndrome fans are crazy about the slipcases. Does it have a slip? The slip is damaged. What do I do about the slip? Myself, I don't care. If I get a slip, it's cool. If I don't get a slip, it's fine. I got a couple of volumes. Oh, these are really nicely packaged. Of the Forgotten Gialli set. Gialli is the plural of giallo. The stuff that can be lemon, it can be lime, it can be cherry. The giallo is Italian horror, Italian crime thriller mysteries, basically. They fall into the horror category. So Vinegar Syndrome has put out several of these, and they put them in various packages. The original, when you get them at first, they come in these really cool hard cases with a nice cover that slips off, really cool artwork evocative of the time or based on original artwork, and you slip off the top. Look at this. And they have inside, wowzers, this is really cool. I've never gotten one of these before. A friend that works at Vinegar Syndrome gave us some of these that were all in one, like a regular DVD case. But what do we have in this set? We have White Dress for Marmalade, not to be confused with Marmalade. We have Tropic of Cancer, maybe not, based on the Henry Miller novel. And then we have 9 Guests for a Crime. I do not believe that I've seen any of these, and I'm looking forward to it because I do so love me some Italian movies and Italian thrillers and Italian horror. The box art is really nice on this. I mean, really, bravo to Vinegar Syndrome for putting in the effort on these things. I can see why these things go for a lot of money once they sell out because they are really works of art in and of themselves. Forgotten Gialli Volume 4, which has cool art all around it. And I love this too. This isn't part of something you're sliding out. That's just art that's exclusively for that portion of the box. What's in this one? We have Arabella, Black Angel. We have The Killer is Still Among Us. And we have The Sister of Ursula. Now this one I've seen. Somebody else put that out. I want to say Severin put that out many moons ago. And I was able to, I think I had a copy, or reviewed a copy that Severin had put out long ago. So that's cool. That brings me up to date with all of those that I have in the house. Then we have, and I know what you're saying. This guy says he's cheap, but he's buying a lot of DVDs. Burning Paradise. This is a really good Hong Kong action film that I saw years ago on a VCD or a DVD that looked terrible. This is gorgeous artwork that they commissioned for these things. And slipcase is the same as what's inside. That is what I consider, traditional martial arts movie, old style kung fu. We have, this is the first time I'm seeing these. So Moon of the Wolf, which is a 1970s TV movie with David Jansen hunting a werewolf. There were a lot of really great TV movies in the 1970s that it's only really recently that we're getting a lot of these things on Blu-ray and DVD from various companies. And it's very exciting because it's sort of like a lost frontier of content that was made with actors you recognize, directors who often were directors of theatrical films, and they were just made for TV and they were cranked out. And some of us were able to see those like in reruns on local TV in the 70s and 80s. Independent stations would run these things. Occasionally cable would pick them up, but rarely. It was like cable in terms of like TNT or TBS or something. And some of them got video releases in the early days of VHS, but in the DVD and Blu-ray era, it really wasn't until really recently, unless it was like a Night Stalker kind of thing. You didn't really see a lot of these things, so I'm glad it's being done. Camille Keaton in Italy. Camille Keaton, best known as the star of I Spit on Your Grave, and 3 films she made in Italy. And again, my God, the packaging is, as I say, I'm usually pretty cheap, and I don't buy a lot of these things, but I can see why people go crazy for them now and spend a lot of money. We have, and the artwork, just the poster art. We have Madeline, which I don't know. We have Tragic Ceremony, which I've heard of but never seen. And we have Sex of the Witch, which sounds like it might have been originally produced for the Disney Sunday movie. So again, really nice, sturdy packaging on these things, and titles that I'm very excited to see. And the thing too with Vinegar Syndrome is they do like really good restorations and all this stuff. So it's not just pretty packaging. It's not like they tart it up with pretty packaging and then what you actually get is, a horrendous looking release. They look amazing. We have Guns and Guts by Rene Cardona Jr. And that looks to be, it looks like a spaghetti Western, but Cardona was not someone who worked in Italy. So it is, I don't know what you would call it. I think he made these in, I want to say Mexico, but I could be dumb. And then we have Kuruku, Beast of the Amazon, classic 50s. When I say classic, I mean old. 50s monster movie. And the slip matches the, carpet matches the drapes, as they say on these. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. And it's so funny when I look at these, because the way Vinegar Syndrome started out as a company that was really just releasing adult films on DVD and then Blu-ray in really, really excellent transfers. And then they sort of moved into horror, and they moved into cult, and then they moved into action. And now they're like, sometimes they license things from a major studio. We have Unmasking the Idol, The Adventures of Duncan, Jax, and Boone. I don't know almost anything about this film other than it looked interesting enough to me when it was on sale. And as I like to say, the farther down the price goes, the more my standards relax. So, and then the last thing we have is Reptilicus. This is a new release. This one was not on sale. This one, I knew it Reptilicus initially because they used a clip of it on the Monkees all the time, and then it was a creature double feature kind of movie. It was, I think it was spoofed on MST. It was never released until now in this form, where it is the original Dutch version of the film, as well as the American International Pictures edit, which took some stuff out of it and rejiggered some things. And wow, this is a sturdy package. We'll show you this one because it's not in shrink wrap. So it slips out into this little case here. And then inside that case, this is like the Get Smart doors. Inside that case is the actual disc. And wouldn't you know, it's a 4K Ultra HD of Reptilicus, of all things. So that's just what I bought. I don't have any insight. I'm not going to open them right now because I'm particular. But if you like Vinegar Syndrome, you can see what some of this stuff looks like. Boy, I can't say this makes me want to avoid the next sale. My shelf, and it is a shelf, of unwatched Vinegar Syndrome discs is starting to bow a little in the middle. So I should probably get to actually watching some of these things and before I buy more. But rest assured, even if I haven't watched these, I will buy more. Thank you for joining me for this really pretty totally pointless video. But if you like Vinegar Syndrome, let me know. Leave a comment below, and we talk Vinegar Syndrome because it's Vinegar Syndrome.